What's going on, my crew? This is Jay, and welcome to another episode of Jay's Adventures. And today, we are gonna be working on the roof here. So much luck. Whoa. There he is. There he is. You're dead. Hi, chicken. Okay. So, to get us started today, I wanted to get some, ice from these things. And these are actually a lot harder to dig out than you'd think. Most of the time when I, have dug out anything, it's really, really hard. I mean, really, really easy to dig out most things. This is probably the first thing, besides obsidian, that I've encountered with an efficiency 5 picks that I have had the hardest time trying to break. So I really feel like they need to maybe buff, or I should say nerf the ice, because this is ridiculous. Crazy. Takes forever. This is going to be a shorter episode, guys, simply because I need to wrap this up with a bow tightly in the next, couple hours here. I'm thinking I can probably, if I make this a 9 to 10 minute episode, I could probably get it to you guys within 3 hours, which would be perfect, right around 7 o'clock. Otherwise, I'm going to have some issues. But I also have to film another episode, and today's sort of my catch-up day, so really, I don't even have a stack? This is crazy. Today's sort of my catch-up day, so I'm also going to be doing a bunch of thumbnails and doing some work on the channel, so you guys should see some updated thumbnails and stuff. I got a meeting with Ridley Plays tonight about the Ethlin server. He's also developing an app, so his app is actually going to be pretty big. I can't say anything about it, I don't think, but yeah, it's kind of weird. I know a guy who's developing an app. Really strange to think about. But, nevertheless, I'm probably going to meet with him later on today and find out, trying to figure out a little more about the Ethlin server, and get that accomplished. It's coming. Don't you guys worry. It's coming. It's just one of these things where if you rush it, problems are going to arise, and then things are going to suck. So, alright, let's do some work, shall we? So, today, we're going to go ahead, and I am going to go onto the roof, and we're going to work on a little bit of a roofing job. So, okay, so I want to make this into a mound. And I don't see a lot of guides on how to do these organic shape type things. Now, of course, some of you may be like, well, why don't you just make it into a dome? Wrong. No, you don't want to. What I want to do is I want to do some randomization and really make this into something that isn't so flat. It gives it texture, but I don't want to go with something that's also, I can close that up, that's also something that's, bland and gross. So, dome is out of the question, because a dome would be, well, bland and gross. So all I'm doing right here is I'm just sort of going 2, 1, maybe a 3, or something like that, and just making a generic, probably a square shape more than anything. Actually, it sort of looks like a bunny. See the legs and the head. Actually, not a bunny, more like a bear. Anyways, and then you're just coming in, and it's pretty much a free flow. Figure out what you want, what you don't want. And sometimes I'll do a little bit of double action there. Maybe I won't put one there, and I'll double up here, and just leave some room for creativity, and let things flow a little bit. Figure out what you want, what you don't want, and It's really easy. For things like this, I usually try and do something a little bit like that. And there we go. Okay. So already we've got this right here, and this looks pretty decent. We don't want to make the slope too high, so I might sort of curve it out a little bit more and make it a little more flat. We need a couple more blocks here, but I want to check it out at the bottom here and see what it looks like from the bottom up. Bottoms up. That's a bad song. Don't listen to it. See, already what we've got there is we've got a very nice roof. I want to probably shape it a little better right here, but then again, I'm going to have, this isn't going to be flat here. I'm going to texture it out, so. Coffee. Okay. So that'll be okay, because it's not going to be just like flat. So once I add a little bit of texture here, I think it's going to look really nice. And that's just what you want to do in the end, is you want to make it look nice. So if it's not appealing to your eye, try something new. Try something different. Get rid of one block, add another block. It doesn't matter what you do. Just make it a little bit different, and things will be a lot better. I think that's where people get stuck when they are trying to build something, is they want to make it perfect. You know, you have an idea in your head, and you're like, okay, well, I want to, like my Edoras build. I want to make Edoras. So you're getting there, you're doing your thing, and you're building along, and then halfway through you're like, okay, this is nothing like I wanted it to look. But the important part is, if it's not the way you want it to look, you need to ask yourself, does it look good? If yes, then just keep going with what you're doing. Don't overthink it. If the answer is no, like the case of the Edoras build, stop, walk away, and figure out what you want to do with it instead. And as for that, I don't know. I want to do something more along the lines of Edoras, but I can't justify what I'm doing there. So it's one of these things where I'm at a loss for ideas. I think it's just better for me to wait on it and figure out what I want to do before I do that. Let's take a look from the side, because you see how it blends so well with the rest of the terrain? The only way you know that that's a fortress is you see the stone. And that's the most important thing, I think, is with this ice fortress, is I want it to be sort of tucked away. So I'm going to add a little bit more of a spikiness over here. Maybe a flat air right there. Just add a little bit of a spikiness. And then I want to sort of go with a little spike in the middle, like you see in the rest of these things. And I think we'll do that there. Getting little spikes of lags is what I'm getting. I think we'll do it right here. And I'll just come up like this. And then do a little bit of this action. Shoot. So I'm going to come up and do a square, and then I'm just going to put one in the middle and each side. I want to finish this up before I get... I think we're going on a lot longer than I wanted to. Okay, let's do it really quick. Okay? I just need like 10 more blocks. Probably a little bit more. Oh, it takes so long. And I think that'll look really nice. I really do. You know, these spikes aren't that hard to make, because they're pretty simple objects, but you could go way overboard on it, and you don't want to. Bad news bears. Alright. I'm thinking just a few more here, maybe 25, and that'll be enough. Okay. Let's take care of it, yo. So I think they did another snapshot before the No, I don't think they did. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Probably. Alright. Oh, come on. Work with me. Work with me. Okay. And then we need one right here. One right here. One right here. One right here. Now, normally, something like this, I would say don't do it. It will look stupid. But, and look at that. We had just enough to do that. But for the purposes of this build, we pretty much got it spot on. Let's go to bed, look at it, and then I'm going to end the episode because we are right spot on 10 minutes, I think. Alright, let me eat some food here. I think it will look okay with the surrounding surface there. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Just need a small adjustment right there. I'm going to make it like that and then build it up just like we have there. And that thing will look sweet. Oh, yeah. It looks like there's another spike in the middle of it, and that really adds to it. Okay. I'm really liking how it's coming out, guys. I really do. And it's just a simple, easy thing. You just go right around in a sort of random pattern. Don't make a circle. Don't make a square. Sort of go in the middle. And then build your way up. And I hope it helped. I'm not really good at explaining these things, but I just wanted to show you guys. So there's some of you guys that want to use this technique know a little bit more about it. Alright, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And until next time. Happy mining and crafting!